cornerback is Jaden McBride, number 9. He's the right side, right cornerback.
Interesting. See, they switched from a 4-4 last year to a 4-2-5 this year.
Yeah, a lot of defense. That's 5 defensive backs. That's an odd mix. But, if you're playing a lot of teams that like to throw the ball, that's pretty good. You got those, fast defensive backs out there that can make some tackles. Offensively for the Mustangs, Brian, left tackle is number 54, Billy Barton. The left guard is number 53, Colton Cole. The center is Caleb Glebus, he's number 67. The right guard is number 55, Jaden Tucker. And the right tackle is A.J. Sumter, number 50. The tight end is number 10, Brian Yorchek. And the other tight end is number 12, Caden Friel. Quarterback is number 2, Rodney Gallagher. The slot backs are number 13, DeMonte Kiss. Wide receiver is number 3, Joe Chambers, who was a quarterback last year. And the other wide receiver is number 9, Keandre DeShields. And the other split end is Ryan Pyro. He's number 25. The fullback is number 52, John Deek. And running back is number 4, Eric Allen.
So for the Mustangs this season, Steve, they're going to at least start the year with Gallagher as the quarterback. Your thoughts on that after we saw Chambers last year?
Well, I thought Chambers was pretty good, but they're still going to get him on the field at receiver, so we'll see how he does. And you want to get Gallagher is obviously one of the best players around, and you got to get the ball in his hands. It's just that would lead me to believe that he's going to be back there running the read option and running the ball a lot. So we'll see how it goes. If he wants to throw the ball around, he obviously once he throws it, he can't do anything with it. So we'll see what happens.
Another note: the Laurel Highlands backup is C.J. Soltis, who was actually a quarterback at Uniontown over the last couple of years.
Yeah, so we'll see how if he gets any time, and we'll see. It's a long season, Brian. Even though it seems like it always goes so fast, it's funny we do these games. It's hot, muggy the first couple nights, and then by the end of the year we're wearing gloves and hats. It gets cold, but so a lot of things can happen in between, and you just never know. Gallagher, they may get a lead or be down and put the kid in, and he might do pretty good, and they might find a way to get him at quarterback and get Gallagher the ball. But right now, obviously, the coaches been watching the kids know what's best, and they're going to have Gallagher. One thing is at quarterback, he's going to get his hands on that ball on every play.
A lot of athletes on this Laurel Highlands side. DeMonte Kiss, Keandre DeShields coming out for football this year, and Jaden Pratt not in the lineup tonight, Steve, but we will see him later on in the season.
Yeah, he's in. They got street clothes on down there on the sideline, so he's obviously not going to play tonight, but obviously a good athlete. We know that from the basketball court. So Mustangs got some players this year, and let's see how they do.
Take a 60-second timeout. Be back with the opening kickoff right after this. Laurel Highlands and Connellsville here on WMBS.
With all of the auto manufacturers experiencing delays in production, the long-established methods of shopping for a new vehicle has taken on a brand new twist. This is exactly the reason why we have established our Megan Ford Custom Order Hotline.
Hi, I'm Chuck Smith, General Manager here at Megan Ford, and this is your perfect opportunity to customize design the new Ford of your dreams. Built for you, by you, exactly the way you want it. Personalize your new ride by choosing everything from the model, color, engine, wheel size, moonroof, and more.
Why settle for a vehicle on a dealer's lot that doesn't have all the features you're looking for? Let Megan Ford be your personal automotive concierge. Call the Megan Ford Custom Order Hotline today at 724-628-2720. Route 119 between Mount Pleasant and Connellsville. MeganFord.com.
Building relationships that last a lifetime.
It'll be Harry Ratcliffe to kick off for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs moving right to left as we describe it. The run-up, and Ratcliffe with a nice kick going back to the 1-yard line. And on the return here is Jason McBride. And McBride with a seam. He has the 30-35 down the far side into Laurel Highlands territory. McBride finally tripped up on the Mustangs 43. So what a start there, Steve, for Connellsville.
Yeah, nice job by McBride. A nice run up to the left, had a seam, and busted it right up there. And a good kick by Ratcliffe. Hit it really high. Almost out-kicked his coverage, if you will, and that gave Connellsville a great chance to get a nice return.
Anthony Piasecki, the Connellsville quarterback, will spot the football officially center of the field. Now they're going to push it off to the left hash mark where it should be, the Laurel Highlands 45-yard line. We'll get our first look at Anthony Piasecki, the 6'1", 170 sophomore, replacing Gage Gillott, who the Falcons lost to graduation. We'll start with twin receivers, a back to each side, and the handoff here goes to Zach David, and David gets inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup down the far sideline.
Yeah, nice run by David just off the left tackle, a little read option, and good job by Connellsville to move the football on their first offensive play of the year.
Now bring up 2nd down and 4. Well, spotted here at the Laurel Highlands 39-yard line.
This is one thing, both coaching staffs, Brian, you never know what you're going to get. You have a couple scrimmages, but still, you never know till the lights come on.
Piasecki, another inside handoff. I believe that's David again, this time stood up right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4. In fact, Steve, Connellsville did not scrimmage last week. They had a couple of COVID issues, had to cancel their scrimmage. So this is really their first game against another opponent so far this season. Mustangs scrimmaged down in Morgantown last Saturday night. So now 3rd down and 4 here for Connellsville. No gain on that last run from David. Just underway from Falcon Stadium in Connellsville. 10:45 left here in the opening quarter. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick. Nice to have you along with us. The start of the high school football season. And great to have C. Harper Auto back as our presenting sponsor. A play fake. Piasecki rolling near side. Pass complete, and that should be good enough for Connellsville. 1st down to Jason McBride, who had that nice kickoff return. McBride inside the Laurel Highlands 35, right around the 34. Should be enough here, Steve, to move the sticks.
Yeah, nice pitch and catch there. Good tackle by Lehue, but just, the ball was caught beyond the line of gain, so the Falcons did a good job of moving the football on 3rd down.
Ball now on the right hash mark, the Laurel Highlands 34-yard line. As the Falcons break the huddle, so the Mustangs defense being tested here early on in the Falcons' first drive of the game. Piasecki again out of the gun. David off to his right. David will get the inside handoff. David lost the football.
Yeah.
It was knocked out, and the Mustangs have it.
Yeah, Caden Friel recovers the football for the Mustangs.
I think it was Sumter, Steve, that knocked it out.
Yeah, Sumter got a hand on it, popped it out of there, and the Mustangs get the first turnover of the year.
So Friel with a fumble recover. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Tonight.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
The Mustangs with a nice start. Little screen out to the far side. DeMonte Kiss breaking into Connellsville territory. He'll get down to the Falcons' 44-yard line. So the Mustangs taking advantage of the fumble recovery. Gallagher to Kiss, a nice gain, as Laurel Highlands gets into Connellsville territory on their first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, just a little pitch, just an easy toss to the left. Got a good block by the Shields.
Now Gallagher out of the shotgun. They'll bring a man in motion here to the near side. It's Pyro on the jet sweep. Here's Ryan Pyro trying to turn the corner. Blockers out in front. Hesitates. Tries to spin forward. And Pyro finally stood up at the Connellsville 37-yard line. But still a nice run. Give Pyro 5, maybe 6 there, Steve, on the run.
Yeah, the Shields had his man stood up there, and Pyro couldn't decide which way to go, right or left of him. And if he should have picked one side or the other, just got a couple extra yards. But he was trying to do a little juking there, and he really didn't get anywhere. But still, a nice run by Pyro to get at least 8 yards.
Jaden Tucker lost his helmet there for Laurel Highlands, had to check out. And the Mustangs now with the 2nd and 4 upcoming. Football at the Connellsville 37-yard line. Gallagher again out of the gun. Eric Allen, the back to his left, triple right formation. Play fake. Rod keeps it himself inside the 35-30. And Rod a little stiff arm. Rod down at the 27-yard line as Connellsville's defender, Bruce Giles, the 5'8 sophomore, Steve, struggling to bring Rod down on the play.
Yeah, Giles fought off the stiff arm. And he did a good job of just to get Gallagher down.
Going under 9 minutes left here in the opening quarter, opening drive of the game for Laurel Highlands, with the football now down at the Connellsville 28-yard line. Gallagher staying out of the shotgun. Football on the right hash mark. Twin receivers to each side. Allen off to his right. Man coming in motion. It'll be a jet sweep. Will pitch forward there to Hooper. Here's Hooper inside the 25-20. And Hooper finally tripped up just shy of the 15-yard line. So Chajai Hooper. A nice run there for Laurel Highlands. Another Mustang first down. I mean, 11-yard gain there for Hooper.
Ball was on about the 17-yard line.
And the Mustangs now with it here at the Connellsville 17-yard line. Gallagher again out of the gun. Allen off to his right. Inside handoff going to Eric Allen. And Allen maybe getting a yard there. Brought down on the play by Michael Lancaster, number 15, the 6'1", 185 junior.
Well, this is where it gets a little tougher. Getting an injury here. One of the Connellsville players is down. Looks like a leg or an ankle injury. Hopefully he's okay.
One of the linemen will take a quick 30-second timeout. Injury timeout brought to you by UPMC Centers for Rehab Services, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive or phone 724-437-7500. Laurel Highlands and Connellsville scoreless. We're back in 30 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Casey Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings, and sandwiches. Casey's offers free delivery in the Uniontown area with purchases of $10 or more. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey Sports Cafe.
Gunnar Lynch was the injured Connellsville Falcon. He made it off to the sidelines under his own power. 2nd and 9. Rod putting it up. Single coverage near side and brought down for a Mustang touchdown by Keandre DeShields. What a catch there, Steve, for Keandre, and Laurel Highlands striking first, leading 6-0.
Yeah, nice job by DeShields to shield off his the defender, and Gallagher just kind of pitched it up there in the air. And he knew his guy is a little bit taller, a little more athletic, and he's able to jump out there and get it. And DeShields got to be a little careful here. The official was close to throwing a taunting flag there as DeShields had something to say to the defender, but fortunately for the Mustangs, no call.
So Gallagher to DeShields, 17-yard touchdown reception coming at the 7:44 mark of the opening quarter. Now the Mustangs special teams unit getting a late substitution here as Harry Radcliffe gets set for the Mustangs extra point. Snap comes back. Radcliffe line drive kick. Did he sneak it through? Yeah. Yes, he did. So Radcliffe's kick gives the Mustangs a 7-0 lead over Connellsville here, the 7:44 mark of the opening quarter. We're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night.
Ford of Uniontown and trade me in. With summer in full swing, is your everyday driver trying to tell you something? With new inventory so low and trade-in values are still going strong, why not trade it in for a certified pre-owned at Ford of Uniontown? And for your peace of mind, all of our gold certified go through a 172-point checklist and come standard with a 7-year or 100,000-mile comprehensive powertrain warranty. And all of our blue certified go through a 139-point checklist and a 3-month or 4,000-mile powertrain warranty. With over 70 pre-owned units ready to go and financing as low as $299 for 60 months, why not listen to your car and take advantage of a great selection of certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in and visit the Trade Me In guys and gals at Ford of Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's. That's 724-425-5980 or FordofUniontown.com. Must qualify with Ford Motor Credit.
Laurel Highlands striking first. Rodney Gallagher to Keandre DeShields, 17-yard touchdown pass. Harry Radcliffe adding the extra point. Laurel Highlands a 7-0 lead. Here the 7:44 mark of the opening quarter, and Radcliffe's kickoff goes back to the 1-yard line. And here on the return is Devin Kravoski. And Kravoski looking for room off to his left. Nothing there. Trying to cut back to the right. And they're going to rule Kravoski down here, Steve, right around the 13-yard line.
Yeah, good kick by Radcliffe. Really nice. Got it really high and landed it on the 1, which is almost better than going in the end zone because it forces the returner to bring it back out. And he had nowhere. He tried to go to. He was on the left hash at the Radcliffe's left, and he tried to go to his right, his left. So he had to go across the field and took too much time to get over there. So good job by Radcliffe. Nice, two nice kickoffs.
Connellsville with a lot of momentum, Steve, on that opening drive. Of course, they fumbled in Laurel Highlands territory after a nice return on the opening kickoff from McBride. And now they'll look for some running room here up the middle and bringing it down right around the 18-yard line, and that's going to be the quarterback, Piasecki. Piasecki, a nice run. Give him 6 there, Steve, to bring up 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, Piasecki looks like an athlete back there. He just looks like he's a could throw a little bit. I was watching in warm-ups. He's got a nice arm, but he also looks like he can run some. So Mustangs are going to have to be aware of the read option play.
I mentioned Gage Deladu. They lost to graduation. His brother Graydon is the backup quarterback. He's only a freshman. Handoff going here to Zach David. And David tripped up right across the 20-yard line. They're going to actually give him progress up to the 22, very close to a Connellsville first down. And they're going to say he got it to move the sticks.
Yeah, he's only 5'7", though. His brother was a lot taller.
But he's only a freshman, though, so maybe he'll grow a little bit.
Yeah.
A little time to grow. Now 1st and 10 here for Connellsville. Football at the Falcons' 22-yard line. With Piasecki again out of the gun. David off to his left. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. They'll go back on the inside again here to David. Not much running room there. David stopped to the line of scrimmage for no gain. And I'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And Steve, great to have the fans back for high school football. Didn't see much of that last year. And you look over on the Mustangs side, they brought a lot of students.
Yeah.
They got a beach volleyball out, and they're
set
to go.
A lot of Mustang fans over there. There's some Mustang fans over here as well. So in the shade, they're in the shade. So a lot of the fans over there in the sun, but the sun's setting pretty quick, and it's actually getting a little bit cooler out here, Brian. I don't know what it's like in that press box.
Still about 120 degrees.
Yeah, no, it's nice out here. No breeze, but at least it's not 120.
2nd and 10, Piasecki out of the gun. He's looking deep near side. Into double coverage, picked off by Rod. Gallagher with the INT. 2nd turnover of the game for Connellsville, and Rod has his 1st pick of the season.
Wow, great coverage there by Gallagher. And the Shields had him double covered. He threw right into it. And just a nice play by Gallagher. Just a great ball skills to just go up there and get that football.
So Connellsville committing 2 turnovers already. The fumble on their opening drive, and then Piasecki getting picked off by Gallagher, and that'll give Laurel Highlands the football at their own 45-yard line.
Well, you never like to have a turnover, Brian, but that wasn't too bad. That's like a pretty decent punt. He threw it down there 30, 40 yards. So, and Gallagher, when he caught it, he went right to the ground, no return. So that was almost just as good as a punt.
Timeout, Connellsville will take one as well. Mustangs up 7-0 with the football. We're back in 60 here on the CR Brana Group High School Sports Night.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title, and fees. Sale ends August 31st, 2021. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Another Mustang screen. This one going out to Ty Hooper on the far side, and Hooper takes it into Connellsville territory. And they're going to spot this, Steve, very close to the Falcons' 20-yard line. Might be an illegal substitution against Connellsville.
Holding.
No, it's going to be a holding penalty. Falcon was late coming off right before the play was snapped. And that holding penalty, though, against Laurel Highlands is going to nullify a great little catch and run after the catch there from Hooper.
Yeah, didn't see who was on the hold. They had a couple receivers out there, but still, for the Mustangs, you got to be pleased with the way they're getting the ball to these skilled receivers. And it's a spot foul, so that'll be a rare 1st and 5.
Correct. They're going to say the infraction occurred at the Connellsville 40-yard line, so take 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Will put the football at midfield, so the Mustangs still gain 5 yards and still a first down to work with. And now, again, twin receivers to each side. Gallagher bumped into DeMonte Kiss, and Rod keeps it himself. Look out
loose.
Here. Rod is loose inside the 20, inside the 15, and Gallagher's going to go 50 yards, diving into the end zone. for Laurel Highlands touchdown as the Mustangs extend their lead to 13-0.
Well, he got bumped by one of his own guys halfway through that.
That was Kiss.
Yeah, and he just kind of bounced it to the outside and nobody there. And Gallagher just shows off his speed. And Mustangs off to a pretty nice start here.
50-yard touchdown run for Gallagher occurring at the 5:05 mark of the opening quarter. Now they're awaiting Harry Ratcliffe's extra points. Clean snap coming back, and Ratcliffe's kick was blocked at the line, and it's no good. But Laurel Highlands still sitting pretty, up 13-0 over Connellsville. 5:05 left here in the opening quarter. We're back at 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm here to tell you about my youth group. Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church of Uniontown is youth group night. We have food, play games, and read from the Bible. Not to mention other fun activities such as video game nights, horseback riding, and bowling, just to name a few. I really enjoy gathering with my friends and learning cool new things. If you're interested, you can call the church at 724-437-2709, 724-437-2709. Bring a friend and join us for a fun time in fellowship. The fun starts at 5:30.
Prime Rozek and Steve Suberg back here at Falcon Stadium. So Laurel Highlands with a touchdown pass from Rodney Gallagher to Keandre DeShield, 17-yard hookup, and then Rod follows it up with a 50-yard touchdown run. Laurel Highlands has also forced a pair of turnovers, a Connellsville fumble, and a Gallagher interception of Piasecki. I don't think Laurel Highlands could have asked for a better start, Steve, as Ratcliffe sends another one away, and this one will go to the 1-yard line again. And this time it's Xavier Malone on the return, and Malone bringing it out across the 35 down to the 38-yard line.
Good return by the Falcons, and another good kick by Radcliffe. And that extra point, Brian, really can't blame Radcliffe. The snap came back. It was like a punch knuckleball back there, and it took a long time to get to the holder. So that's something to watch for later. I was watching the Radcliffe in warm-ups. He's really got a nice leg. He was kicking some 45-yard field goals with some room to spare. So he's got a leg on him.
Now Piasecki breaks the huddle. Falcons 3 wideouts, 2 to the wide side. Line of scrimmage, the 37. Handoff going here to Zach David, and David bumped there by DeMonte Kiss and knocked out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain. Spot him out right around the 42, maybe the 43-yard line.
This is where Connellsville's got to stay patient. They're still in this football game. They've been moving the ball a little bit. Just the one turnover, or 2 turnovers, a fumble and an interception. But they moved the ball pretty well on the first drive.
Yeah, that McBride return to the opening kickoff, and you thought, look out here. And the Falcons coughed up the football. Here's a little inside pass, and that one is complete in traffic, but then almost losing the football there, Steve, was the wide out Jace Ross, and he did lose it. Wow. Mustangs forced the 3rd turnover of the game.
I don't know. Wow, that's crazy. First of all, I thought when he caught the ball, his knee was on the ground. That should have been down by right there.
Hunter Hines recovered there for Laurel Highlands.
That's a bad break for the Falcons because it looked like he was definitely down. Then it looked like he was tackled and down again when the ball came out.
I agree with you.
So he looked like he was down twice.
I was waiting for him to whistle it down.
Yeah, that's a big break for the Mustangs.
That's why I hesitated there for a moment, Steve, because I thought for sure that was going to be a dead ball.
I thought the receiver, when he caught the ball, his knee was on the ground. I couldn't believe they let him get up and run with it. And then he got tackled again, and then the ball came out pretty late.
The Mustangs here sent up again to the Connellsville 35-yard line on motion here on the line.
Timeout, Connellsville.
Connellsville.
They had trouble getting all their defenders on the field, Brian, and I think they called timeout.
We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout here. Laurel Highlands on top, 13-0. Looking for more of the football at the Connellsville 35-yard line. Back in 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Timeout, Connellsville.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown, offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services. McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants.
Back here at Falcon Stadium, Laurel Highlands forcing 3 Connellsville turnovers here in the opening quarter. And a lot of folks up here in the press box, Steve, agreeing with us that it certainly looked like the Connellsville ball carrier, Jace Ross, was down on the play.
He was down twice. I don't think there's any doubt about it. If there was been replay, the Connellsville will still have the football.
Mustangs bringing Kiss in motion, reposition in the slot right. Gallagher hanging in the pocket. Looking for single coverage near side, and the pass falls incomplete. Had a pretty good matchup there with Keandre DeShields and had Zach David defending.
Yeah, you take that matchup, 5 or 6 times a game, Brian, if you're the Mustangs. You could throw it up there and let him go grab it. He's tall and athletic, can jump, and gets a smaller Mickens, they list him at 6'1". He doesn't look 6'1" out there, does he?
No.
If he's 6'1", then our guy Kiss has got to be, who's that? That was DeShields.
They're going to bring Kiss in motion, but it'll be an inside handoff and breaking a couple of times.
Fayette County needs a new recorder of deeds. I'm John Marietta, and I'm your man. It's time for you to step up and do your part and vote for me on November 2nd. Recorder of Deeds of Fayette County.
I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I have to do is think of me and I have a piece of mind. I'm tired of looking around rooms thinking what I got to do, who I'm supposed to be. I don't want to be anything other than me.
Tackles here is Eric Allen, and Eric Allen is loose inside the 5, diving towards the goal line. Are they going to rule him in? No. Allen ruled down at the 1-yard line. It will still go as a 34-yard run for Eric Allen.
That looked like he got in, Brian. I mean, he went down, but he fell on top of a defender and kind of fell in there.
They're going quickly here. Gallagher under center. Watch for a QB sneak, and Gallagher is going to get his way into the end zone. That'll increase the Laurel Highlands lead to 19-0.
Wow. Mustangs offense doing pretty much whatever they want. And Connellsville's got to right the ship quickly here. Can't have turnovers.
3 of them already.
And that last one was a tough one to take because that, like you said, that was he looked like he was down, but either way, Mustangs take advantage.
We're still here at the 4:16 mark of the opening quarter, and now Radcliffe with a 19-0 Laurel Highlands lead, adding another one on as this extra point is on the way and good. So it's Laurel Highlands 20, Connellsville nothing. 4:16 left here in the opening quarter. We're back in 60 here on the CR Parana Group High School Sports Night.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you, oil check, and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf, that's where. Joe B's Golf at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lot, state inspections, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
I'm attorney Trip Radcliffe, and we at Radcliffe Law have been helping people that were injured in accidents for over 35 years. When you're involved in an accident, it can be scary. Radcliffe Law will meet with you for free, and our experienced team will provide you with valuable information needed to pursue your claims successfully. If you or someone you know are injured in an accident, call Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Back here at Falcon Stadium, Laurel Highlands making an early statement. Not even 8 minutes into this game, the Mustangs a 20-0 lead over Connellsville. 3 touchdowns and 3 forced turnovers. And now Radcliffe to kick it away again. I think he sent every one down to the 1-yard line. This one will one hop and get picked up in the end zone. It will be a touchback. Was close there, Steve. That was Bruce Giles who's going to attempt that return.
Well, I don't think Giles understands the rule in high school football. If the ball goes into the end zone, it's an automatic touchback. So he was going to try to run it out. He could have actually caught that ball. It bounced on about the 1 or 2 yard line, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Actually, might have bounced around the 5. And notice Connellsville, they've mixed up return personnel so far in this game. I think they've had a different guy return the football every time so far. Now Connellsville will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. I'm trying to sustain something here, Steven. Hold on to the football. Piasecki out of the gun. Twin receivers to each side. He's going to put it up. A little toss on the inside there to Jace Ross, who has a Connellsville first down. 12-yard pickup down to the 32.
Pass to Jace Ross.
Nice pitch and catch there by the Falcons.
They're going no huddle. Trying to keep the Mustangs on their toes a little bit defensively. Piasecki again out of the gun. A little toss on the far side of their pass complete down to the 37-yard line. Is that Ross again? Yes, it is.
Number 19.
No, check, that was 19. Gabe Ruggieri on that reception. Going for 4, maybe 5, and now Piasecki dropping the shotgun snap and just falling on it back at the 30-yard line. So the 4 yards they gained on the last play, they'll lose that 4 and then another 2 for a 6-yard loss to bring up 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, tough one there for the Falcons. It just hit him in the hands. I don't know if he was ready for the snap, but it just kind of fell out of his hands.
I wonder how much, Steve, not having a scrimmage last week is affecting what the Falcons are doing out there.
Well, you'll never know the answer to that, but it's certainly not helping.
3rd and 12, Piasecki to put it up, stepping up in the pocket, now looking to run, and then running into a couple of Mustangs. They'll pick up 3, but needed 12, and they'll bring up 4th down and 9, and we'll see our first punt of the night. John Deek, along with Wilson, colliding there on the tackle. Now 4th and 9. And we'll see the Falcons punting unit. Ben Zavachon, the Falcons punter, standing at the 20-yard line, and Rodney Gallagher back at the Mustangs 30, and a late substitution coming in here on the near side, and now a flag coming down. He lined up offsides.
Yep, he was running out there to get onside or get out there on the wing, and
that was Major Stash.
Yeah, he just didn't know where he was, and he went about 2 yards too far down the field and got lined up. Official threw the flag.
Oh, the 4th and 9 becomes 4th and 14, and they're still punting it. It's Zavachin.
Falcons just misfiring a little bit right now, Brian. Just like you said, look a little rusty.
Let's see if Rod gets an opportunity to return one here. Zavachin from the Connellsville 15. Nice punt down the far sideline. Goes to Rod here at the 34. Spins and breaks one tackle. Look out here, Rod, a little open space. Another spin at the 39, and he's brought down with a flag on the play.
Multiple flags, Brian.
He was tackled there by Lonzy Vielma, number 23, the freshman, at the 39-yard line. We'll check these flags.
I don't know if that's for the same penalty, but the officials are having a little chat about it.
One thrown at the 45, another one at the 47. Block in the back here against the Mustangs. We'll push Laurel Highlands back. Line of scrimmage was supposed to be right around the Mustang 40. I'll march this one off. Was there actually multiple infractions there, Steve?
I don't think so.
Block in the back.
The block in the back, the only foul.
Yeah, they're
going to push this inside the 30. Official still walking back a little bit here, Steve.
It's like a 20-yard
27-yard line. It might go from where he actually fielded the football. He'll push it back just inside the 28.
The ball back to the 28-yard line.
The Mustangs will have a little field ahead of them here with 2:06 left in the opening quarter, but up 20-0 over Connellsville. Gallagher out of the shotgun. Allen off to his right. Inside handoff going to Allen. Almost stumbled. Regains. Has the 35-40. Look out here. Eric Allen into Connellsville territory. Hesitates. Cuts back to the right between defenders, and Allen finally brought down at the 39-yard line. So Eric Allen, Steve, a 5'10", 190 senior. Where's he been?
I don't know, but he looks like He looks like he's a real good running back to me. He looks like he's a next level kind of kid. You know, boy, that was impressive.
Showing some great composure out there. Really a heady run, Steve.
A little bit of Reggie Bush there.
Yes.
He was coming down and he kind of stopped, arched his back, let some defenders go by him, and then he bulled his way forward for a few more yards.
Takes it down to the Falcons' 39-yard line, and it's Allen again, the workhorse right now. Again, Allen, a little hesitation, trying to come forward. Not much room there. Was brought down by Josh Marietta. Right around the 38-yard line, just a yard gain there for Allen to bring up 2nd down and 9.
Tell you what this does, though, Brian. You get a guy like Allen that can run the ball like that, that's going to really open up for your receivers and for Gallagher, because they're going to have to respect the fact that if he gets the ball, you know, he can do something, and all of a sudden now Gallagher pops out, and if he goes against just 1 or 2 defenders, we know what Gallagher is going to be able to do.
Going to bring Ben Wilson in now to spell Allen. After a couple of runs, Wilson, a 5'10", 185 junior, line up to the right of Gallagher in the backfield. Twin receivers to the near side, one to the far side. DeMonte Kiss comes in motion. He'll get the jet sweep coming far side. Kiss to the 35, cuts forward inside the 30, 25, and down to the 22-yard line. So DeMonte Kiss with a 16-yard run there and another Laurel Highlands first down.
His Mustangs just look like they're very athletic with the skill positions right now, Brian. Very, very impressive. And it's going to be a fun team to watch.
They've certainly matured a lot in the offseason. Now down to the Connellsville 22-yard line. No stopping Laurel Highlands so far tonight. Mustangs next week. They're scheduled to have a home game, Steve. They're expecting it to get their turf installed this coming Monday, but it still needs a little time to curate. So they'll be on the road at Southmoreland next Friday night. We'll have it for you here on WMBS. Gallagher takes the snap. Little quick out far side. Pass complete there to Joe Chambers. And Joey down right around the 11-yard line. Another nice gain there for the Mustangs and another first down. So Gallagher to Chambers. That'll be likely the final play of this opening quarters. We're under 10 seconds.
Wow.
Left here in the quarter.
Long quarter.
That'll be it. So we played a quarter of football. It's Laurel Highlands 20 and Connellsville nothing. We're back with a second quarter in 60 seconds here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Time.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for a successful season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for continued success this season. From Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning.
Back here at Falcon Stadium, here we go again, Steve. Laurel Highlands now driving inside the Connellsville 10-yard line, and they'll work left to right now as we describe it. Already up 20-0, looking for more.
Yeah, Mustangs just, you really couldn't ask for much more offensively of what they're doing. And defensively, they're creating turnovers. And they're doing a nice job. And Connellsville just struggling a little bit. You shoot themselves in the foot, too many turnovers, a couple mistakes. And all of a sudden, you're down 20-0, and it looks like it could get more than that, and Connellsville is going to be, behind the 8 ball for sure if the Mustangs can punch it in again.
It felt like a long first quarter, only about 32 minutes of elapsed time.
Yeah.
Felt like a lot longer than that.
It felt longer than that, but a lot of action. And, of course, we're not used to doing games, so maybe we're just kind of our timing's off, right?
1st and 10, line of scrimmage, the 11-yard line as Gallagher takes the snap, rolls off to his left, floats it into the end zone. The flag on the play. It was caught there by Joe Chambers, but out of bounds.
Nice catch by Chambers, but out of bounds, and it was not going to count anyway. It looked like the Mustangs were going to get called for a hold. Didn't need the hold, but you got Gallagher back there, Brian. No one's going to catch him anyway. This guy's just, it's just a reaction. They just grabbed somebody from the back of the jersey
push this back. Spot foul back to the 24-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 23 from the 24. Mustangs in their away whites, blue numbers, red trim. Connellsville in their home blues, white numbers, white pants, little blue trim on the pants. Gallagher now repositioning Allen off to his left as Rod works out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls off to the left, now back to his right. Gallagher looking down the field, will throw back to the left side and find a man here at the 14-yard line. That's Keandre DeShields. Picking up a couple of those yards back, Steve, an 11-yard gain. Just inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, he had Chambers and is that number 25 for Pyro. They were down the middle of the field to the left side, and Gallagher got forced to roll to his right, so he really didn't have an option to throw there, but he was able to find his man there DeShields just kind of felt his way in the middle of the field and got some big yardage back.
2nd and 13 now from the 14-yard line. Kiss comes in motion. He'll get it on the jet sweep, but he's met in the backfield and just taken down by Josh Marietta. So Marietta sending down Kiss for a 5-yard loss on the play back to the 19-yard line.
Nice play by Marietta to get in the backfield to bust up that play, and he was not going to let the Connells or the runner get around.
Marietta's been a nice athlete, Steve. We've seen him play for the Connellsville basketball team as well last couple of years. Making an impact play there defensively, also a wide receiver for the Falcons on offense. Now the Mustangs in a hole here. 3rd down and 18 from the 19-yard line as Gallagher takes the snap. Now flushed out to the near side. Gallagher throwing on the run into triple coverage, and the pass falls incomplete. The intended wide receiver was Keandre DeShields, and he had a trio of Falcons knocking that one down. And now Laurel Highlands is going to bring out Radcliffe here for a field goal attempt.
Capone breaking up into the play.
Now Radcliffe can kick it this far. I was watching in warm-ups. You just need a little quicker snap to get to that holder.
They have the score incorrect on the scoreboard. It's showing 26-0. Still only 20-0.
Ben Diamond.
Now you're going to have Radcliffe coming on here for an extra point. Ben Diamond's the holder. The long snapper is Caden Friel. This will be a 35-yard attempt, and Radcliffe with the distance. And that kick is good. So Harry Radcliffe, a 35-yard field goal here for Laurel Highlands. And now the Mustangs taking a 23-0 lead over Connellsville. And we have 10:21 left before halftime. We're back in 60 here in the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night.
With all of the auto manufacturers experiencing delays in production, the long-established methods of shopping for a new vehicle has taken on a brand new twist. This is exactly the reason why we have established our Megan Ford Custom Order Hotline.
Hi, I'm Chuck Smith, General Manager here at Megan Ford, and this is your perfect opportunity to customize design the new Ford of your dreams. Built for you, by you, exactly the way you want it. Personalize your new ride by choosing everything from the model, color, engine, wheel size, moonroofs, and more.
Why settle for a vehicle on a dealer's lot that doesn't have all the features you're looking for? Let Megan Ford be your personal automotive concierge. Call the Megan Ford Custom Order Hotline today at 724-628-2720. Route 119 between Mount Pleasant and Connellsville. MeganFord.com.
Building relationships that last a lifetime.
Laurel Highlands now leading Connellsville 23-0 after the 35-yard field goal from Harry Radcliffe. So the Mustangs, Steve, getting contributions from a lot of different individuals tonight.
Yeah, they're really doing pretty good, and that was a nice drive. They got down there. Of course, the holding penalty kind of pushed them back a little bit, but then a nice tackle by Marietta. But Radcliffe bails them out with a big field goal.
Yeah, Malone and Giles back deep to receive the kick. This one will go to Giles right around the 8-yard line, and Giles has the 20. Stepping forward to the 25, drawing a little contact, trying to keep those legs churning down to the 27-yard line, and that's where Connellsville will start 1st and 10.
Again, impressive with Radcliffe. Nice job of kicking that football. And he not only is kicking it deep, but he's getting it pretty high.
Yes, he is.
Brian, you still warm in there?
It's still warm in here. I'm sure you're getting a nice cool breeze
probably
out there.
We got the cool evening breezes of Anytown, USA out here. It's it really is very comfortable.
I'm looking forward to halftime to take a little walk. Go for a little stroll right now. And Connellsville back out of the shotgun here with Piasecki. An inside handoff, minimal gain there on the run for the Falcons. They make a little switch there as far as the running back, Steve.
Schultz looks like.
Going back to the fullback, Schultz 24 for the first time.
Good stop by Yorchek there.
Just got a yard. Bring up second down and 9.
Keeps it to a 1-yard gain.
Piasecki again out of the gun. Another inside handoff, and this one going to 21. That's Xavier Malone. And Malone across the 30 down to the 31-yard line. So Malone getting 5 there. They'll bring up third down and 4.
Ben Wilson on a nice stop.
So the Falcons keeping it a little close to the vest here, Steve, on this drive. 9:23 left before halftime. They're down on the scoreboard, 23-0 to Laurel Highlands.
Well, you know, you still want to work on things. It's a non-conference game. You just want to. You got a lot of football to play yet for the Falcons this year, so they want to work on some fundamentals.
Piasecki near side. That's a nice catch in traffic there by Jace Ross, and he's going to be very close to a Connellsville first down. I think he has it.
Yeah.
Move the chains.
He's going to get it by about a half a yard. Good job there. Oh, well, the way they marked it, but they already moved the sticks.
We mentioned, Steve, during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, Laurel Highlands has never defeated Connellsville in football. Connellsville leading the all-time
That's hard to believe.
Season series, all-time series between the schools, 12-0-1. They haven't met since '99, and Billy Dice, who's off to your left running the camera, was on the field playing for Laurel Highlands in that game. We mentioned he's still stewing over that, Steve, 22 years later, hoping for a win tonight. That's going to be a flag. I think you had the man in motion there, Deuce Miller, moving forward at the snap.
He's working on his popcorn over there, too. He's got a big bag of popcorn. He did offer some, but I passed.
You don't turn down food too often.
No.
It's an illegal motion penalty. Will make it 1st and 15.
Gonna go to one of our sponsors tonight, either Maruka's or Potters.
Yes, have to thank both of those folks for coming back aboard. Our video stream sponsors tonight include Mamaruka's Pizza Shop and Ted Sylvan's Son Auto and Fender Repair. Have to thank all of our sponsors for coming back. A couple new ones this year as well. Another season of high school football. Inside handoff here, Zach David with a nice run right up the gut. David getting 9 up to the 39.
Yeah. Got to thank Sova again. He was had a couple of little scratches on my wife's car, and he fixed it up pretty nice.
Good to hear.
Looks like it's brand new now.
What you always want to hear. Call this 2nd and 7. Piasecki. Handoff on the near side, Zach David, and David taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Good penetration there. Eric Allen. Boy, Steve, we're calling a lot of Allen's name tonight.
Yeah.
On both sides of the football.
Yeah, looks like a player, Brian. He looks like like you said. Where's he been? I don't recall.
He's a senior.
Yeah. Did he play last year? Was he there?
We didn't call his name much if he did. I mean, a good question for Coach Colasar. We'll ask him that during our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show next Friday nights. So the Falcons now facing another 3rd down, 3rd and 8 for their own 38. Piasecki looking to throw, backside pressure coming, and had a man, and the ball was popped out. And they're going to rule an incomplete pass. Just getting lit up on the play was George Schultz.
Yeah, he does.
And Caden Friel had backside pressure coming there on Piasecki. And Schultz just got blown up.
Good clean hit. Just got him shoulder pad to the rib cage, and hopefully he's okay. Just wind knocked out of him. That's a bad feeling though when you get the wind knocked out of you. It's really scary.
Who caught him there on the hit?
I believe that was Kiss.
Was that Hoop? They're talking to Hooper a little bit.
Yeah.
That was quite a tag, and we hope Schultz is okay. He's down. Another Centers for Rehab Services injury timeout. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout here on the C. Harper Honda Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Well, Steve, good to see Hooper, or check that, Schultz, hopping up to his feet.
Yeah, he hopped up.
After that big hit from Hooper. Now be 4th down and 8. They ruled that last play an incomplete pass.
And interesting, the Mustangs will send back number 25. That's Pyro to return the punt. So they give Gallagher a little bit of a breather.
Well, with a 23-0 lead, you could do that. So Vachin standing back at the 25-yard line, and now Connellsville has had a lot of problems here, Steve, with substitutions. Seen a lot of late changes.
It's going to be a delay game penalty now.
It's coming down. Flag coming down on the far side.
And that's bad. That's tough because after injuries, it's almost, it's a free timeout, and it's 4th down and 9. You're going to punt, so they should have had the punt team out there ready to go, and they should have realized a lot earlier than that if they were missing a player.
I think a lot of this stems from not having a scrimmage last week.
First game out, yep.
That was a Vachin back at the 20. He'll angle it towards the near side, and he'll go out of bounds. We'll see where this went out at. Mustangs should have pretty good field position here as they'll mark it off right around the 37-yard lines, where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10, up 23-0. 6:53 left before halftime. We're back in 30 here on the CR Pirano Group High School Sports Night.
When you need a vaccine, look to Peachin Pharmacy as a partner in your health. Peachin Pharmacy has all of the COVID-19 vaccines, including boosters, at no cost to you. They also have the shingles and pneumonia vaccine. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy, located in downtown Connellsville. Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Back here at Falcon Stadium, Mustangs take over the football again. I have it here at their own 38, working left to right as we describe it, up 23-0. 6:53 left before halftime. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick. Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Gallagher out of the gun. A little quick screen far side. That one out of the range of the intended wide receiver there, Ryan Pyro. Falls incomplete. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Reminder, we have more high school football on WMBS, Facebook Live, and the Triple Live High School Sports Network tomorrow. Frazier taking on Bishop Canavan on the air with our Sprowls Insurance Group pregame show at 11 a.m. Opening kickoff set for 12 noon. Tony Hanola will join me for that one. Now 2nd and 10 here for Laurel Highlands. Get the Mustangs back in action next Friday. We'll also have Uniontown and Perry for you next Thursday night at 7. And now a little motion here maybe on the Laurel Highlands side.
Yeah, number 50. That's Sumter, just flinched a little bit. Got a little too anxious. That'll push the Mustangs back 5.
And 2nd and 10 becomes a 2nd and 15. Do you become complacent at all, Steve, sitting on a 23-0 lead midway through the second quarter?
I wouldn't think so. First game of the year, he's still trying to score here. 6:48 left in this, only in the second quarter. You certainly don't want to you're not going to pull your starters anytime soon. I would think you got to get to 35 before you would consider that.
Now 2nd and 15. Kiss coming in motion. He'll fake the jet sweep.
Boy,
Gallagher's going to keep it. He has some open room. Gallagher down the near sideline into Connellsville territory and run out of bounds right around the 40-yard line by James Barnes.
Run out of bounds by
another nice run from Rod.
James Barnes.
Just get him out in open space, Brian, and that's a lot of that is a result of Allen being able to run the football so well inside that the defenders have to respect that, and then he just pops out of there, and then there's only one or two defenders out there with a blocker, and Gallagher can make, he can make one guy miss.
That's a 27-yard gain there for Gallagher. Now triple left formation, football on the Connellsville 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Laurel Highlands, driving again, working left to right.
Fumble.
Gallagher faking the handoff, lost the football, and Connellsville's on it. Maybe a little miscommunication that time between Gallagher and Allen, and Laurel Highlands committing their first turnover of the night.
Gallagher.
It's Marietta, Steve, on the fumble recovery.
Gallagher actually came out of there with it after the fact, but I think Connellsville definitely had it first, and then Gallagher came in and snuck in there and got it after they were celebrating. But it was definitely Connellsville football. And just like you said, it was a read option play, and it was one of those where he's trying to decide whether to keep it or give it to his back, and they just couldn't make the connection.
Marietta looking extremely impressive on the Connellsville side. Has a nose for the football so far tonight. Now let's see if Connellsville can take advantage of the turnover. They have it here at their own 42. Inside handoff going to Zach David. And David just a minimal gain there, one maybe two, close to the 44. Now Mustangs defense, Steve, for a defense that has given up a lot of yards and a lot of points over the last couple of years, they've looked solid so far tonight.
Yeah, they looked really good. The first drive, the Falcons drove the ball down the field pretty well until that turnover. And then after that, the Mustangs have shut them down pretty well.
Another inside handoff and getting driven down. Now it goes a loss on the play. With a penetration coming there from Brian Yorchik.
Dan Carney on the stop.
And number 51 for the Falcons lost his hat. And I don't have him on the roster actually at 51, do you? I don't see him.
Third down and 10.
But he was, looks like he was playing in the middle of the line there. And he'll have to go take a play off.
Third down and 10 now. Falcons working right to left. Piasecki out of the gun. Zach David off to his right. Twin receivers to each side. And a little flare out to the far side. Ball is tipped and then caught. Look out here, Anthony Mickens into Mustang territory inside the 40. Down close to the 39-yard line.
Tipped twice, Brian. Actually, two Mustang defenders had their hands on it, and it flicked up through two people and got to the unintended receiver of Mickens, who was kind of going behind the play, and it just flicked back to him. It looked like that play that Auburn had years ago, if you remember, against Georgia. Two defenders got their hands on the ball, and it just popped out of there, and that was a miracle play for Auburn. That was probably 7-8 years ago. But
take it any way you can get it.
Yep.
Connellsville driving. They'll go back here to David, lowers the shoulder, gets
nice.
2, maybe 3, down to the 47.
And the clock continues to run, though. Connellsville has to be aware of that if they want to, they got it. Really, if you're the Falcons, you just like to score here with not much time left. If you could get it to 23-7 at the half, you got to feel at least a little better.
Down now to 4:30 left before halftime.
Yep. And the light's starting to take effect now, Brian.
Yes.
It's cooling off a little bit.
Getting around 8 o'clock. Sunset this time of year in western Pennsylvania. Triple left set, 2nd and 8. Another inside handoff and a yard, maybe 2 there on the run. George Schultz. Good to see he's all right, Steve. Back in there running the football for Connellsville. Must have passed the concussion test.
Another hat. Bailey Kennedy lost his hat for the Falcons.
They're hitting tonight on both sides. Now 3rd down and 7 for Connellsville. Football on the Laurel Highlands 37-yard line.
Buckle up those chin straps a little tighter.
Especially for the opening game of the season. Really mean a lot for Connellsville, Steve. Really keep them in this game if they can get something here before halftime.
They don't seem to be in any hurry, which I think it's probably by design. They want to probably run a little clock and score.
Piasecki, quick out far side, and that one going again to Jace Ross, just a minimal gain.
Good tackle by DeShields.
It's going to bring up 4th and 5 though now.
And DeShields did a good job of keeping him in bounds.
Only a 2-yard pickup. It was 3rd and 7, now 4th and 5, and certainly 4-down territory. You're down 23 points on the scoreboard, and you have 3:10 left before halftime.
They might run this down and call a timeout, but no, they're going to.
They've used 2 already. If I remember right, Steve, here in the first half. Now 4th and 5. Piasecki out of the gun. Schultz off to his right. He's going to put it up across the middle, and that one intercepted. 4th turnover of the game, 2nd interception for Gallagher. And here's Gallagher on the run back. breaking a couple of tackles. He hasn't gone down yet at the Laurel Highlands 45 and finally brought down to the 49-yard line. So Rodney Gallagher, a pair of interceptions in this game. Connellsville's committed 4 first-half turnovers, and Laurel Highlands has the football just shy of midfield, up 23-0 with 2:40 left before halftime. The Mustangs plenty of time here, Steve, and a lot of timeouts to work with as well.
And Gallagher's going to come out after that run. He was running around, bouncing around like a pinball in there. He got hit several times. It looks like he's okay, but he's going to take a little breather, and they're going to throw in.
And Rod Soltis, I believe.
Yep, Soltis gets his first action as a Mustang quarterback.
Uniontown transfer, actually started for Uniontown as a freshman 2 years ago. Red Raiders only played 2 games last year. And Soltis out of the gun with Eric Allen off to his right, takes the snap, hangs in the pocket. Was that ball tipped to the line? It'll fall incomplete, short of DeMonte Kiss. Was there a late hit there? I was watching the ball there, Steve, but a lot of action.
A little bit of action there with a big number 67, Tucker Bloom from the Falcons was in there jawing a little bit with the Mustang players. Everything's okay now.
We have 2nd and 10. 2:35 left before halftime. Again, Laurel Highlands working left to right, up 23-0.
Mustangs dressed in all white tonight, look like the old SMU Mustangs.
I think they have about 4 different uniform combinations they might wear this season. Soltis now flushed out here to the near side on the run. A little quick out near side pass complete to Joe Chambers.
He's
and Chambers getting out of bounds for about an 8, maybe 9-yard gain.
See where they mark him. They're going to mark him back a little bit at the 44. Needs to get to the 41, so it'll be 3rd and 1. And I don't see Gallagher. He's over there talking to the coaches. He's just taking a little breather, it looks like.
He's doing a lot of running on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he looks like he's okay. Got a water bottle, taking a little swig.
4 wideouts now in the game, 3rd down and 4. Soltis, a little screen out, far side, pass complete to Monte. Kiss inside the 40-35. Kiss a little cutback. He's loose inside the 30. Kiss down the far sideline inside the 20, inside the 15.
Horse collar tackle.
And a horse collar tackle as Kiss goes down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, he's a horse collar. Will get it to about the 5. And 2:14 left. Plenty of time for the Mustangs. It had to be a horse collar. That's what we all saw.
And it should be a 1st and goal here inside the 5. That was a 37-yard completion.
That's what here. Soltis, you know, just a junior, but does have some experience. But he's just got to be careful with the football here. He's got playmakers on both sides all over the place. And I would imagine you're going to give the ball to Allen and let him bust one in there.
1st and goal from the 4. It'll be a jet sweep coming near side here, getting tripped up and falling just shy of the goal line there was Hooper. So Ty Hooper
and
got 2 yards down to the 2, bring up 2nd down and goal.
Mustangs pretty good, even though you didn't score there, you keep the ball in, you know, with the clock moving. So you didn't lose any yards, got a couple. And you got to watch the play clock now. It's at 24. Play slow getting in. Of course, that's probably by design.
Kind of run as much time as possible down to
134. Coming out of the huddle.
Feel free, Steve, to update me on the clock from my vantage point. I have to kind of look over that.
129 and 8 on the play clock.
There'll be another inside handoff going here to Eric Allen, trying to bounce it out on the far side, and he's driven down for no gain.
119 now.
I bring up 3rd down and goal. Is that Marietta there again?
Yes.
Boy, he's had a nice game.
By Marietta and Ross.
Now 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
Might have lost a little bit there, Steve.
Surprised,
back at the 3.
Surprised I haven't given the ball to Allen yet, and that's now. You wonder if they'll consider this 4-down territory. Obviously, the field goal kicker has the leg for this, but you'd love to get to 30 here if you could, if you're the Mustangs.
Soltis out of the gun. Allen off to his left. Triple right formation. Soltis takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, steps up, looks to run. Soltis gets into the end zone for Laurel Highlands touchdown. So the Uniontown transfer scoring for the Mustangs, increasing the lead to 29-0.
Yeah, good job by Soltis. It was a quarterback draw all the way. He just dropped back, looked to his left, looked to his right, and then went up through the middle, had a little bit of traffic, and he was able to wiggle his way through.
The touchdown occurs with 33 seconds.
And the Mustangs dominating the Falcons right now. Extra point away from 30 points.
Radcliffe on. Just to make it a 30-0 lead. A little trouble there with the snap, but the kick's on the way, and that kick is good. So it's a 30-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Connellsville. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Barada Group High School Sports Night.
WMBS, how can I help you?
Hey, is that any better?
Keep talking.
Hey, just want to know if this is any better here at Connellsville High School.
You're still breaking up.
Has to be on your end then. I don't know what else could be causing it here with the unit.
Yeah.
It sounds all right on the online feed.
Yeah, it
It's
sounds
something
fine
coming through
there.
the phone. I'll move this box around a little bit too and see if that makes any difference.
All right.
All right.
Try it
Thanks.
again.
Internet and Wi-Fi, Zoom Extreme from Armstrong offers superior speed and coverage for all of your devices. Every smart TV, every laptop, every gaming system. We're talking whole home internet at our fastest speed possible with unlimited data for one low monthly price. Don't trust your cell phone company to power your home's Wi-Fi needs. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com/Zoom and make the switch. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong, keeping you connected.
Prime Rozak, Steve Superk back here at Falcon Stadium, 30-0. Laurel Highlands leading Connellsville. Radcliffe getting set to kick off. 33 seconds left before halftime. Kickoff goes back to the 5-yard line here on the run back. Bruce Giles. Giles at the 15-20. And Giles finally upended there at the 21-yard line. What do you do now if you're Connellsville, Steve? You take a shot or just take a knee and go into the locker room down 30-0?
Return.
Good question. I'd probably just sit on it now, just regroup. Last thing you want to do is, throw a pick and have Gallagher get his hands on it, and then all of a sudden the Mustangs got a chance to get that 35-point mark by halftime, which would be demoralizing for the Falcons.
You have Gallagher, pair of interceptions in this game through a touchdown pass to Keandre DeShields for 17 yards, had a 50-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, they're going to fall on it.
Then a 1-yard touchdown run of his own. He took him out, gave him a rest on the last series, and C.J. Soltis still scored on a 3-yard run. Laurel Highlands has gotten a lot of production from different sources.
That's going to do it, Brian. The clock's running, 14 seconds left and running. They're going to let it run out.
Falcons take a knee. We'll go to the locker room with Laurel Highlands leading Connellsville by a score of 30-0. And stay tuned for our halftime show being brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. We'll have some scores from around the WPIAL. Halftime stats being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. So preview the second half. Coming up next, we'll have a quick news update. And then we'll be back to recap the first half stats. Again, 30-0. Your halftime score, Laurel Highlands over Connellsville. Here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Connellsville's had a kickoff, and the only other team, Steve, in Fayette County tonight that's in action is Albert Gallatin, and they're off to a 13-0 lead over Yock.
Nice.
So the Colonials, who have played an independent schedule, getting off to a nice start tonight, up 13-0. That game on Cougar Mountain tonight. Again, all Laurel Highlands here started off with a Rodney Gallagher to Keandre DeShields 17-yard touchdown pass. Gallagher added a 50-yard touchdown run and a 1-yard touchdown run. Harry Radcliffe, a 35-yard field goal, and then C.J. Soltis, who came in for Gallagher, a 3-yard run as well. And a little squib kick down the field. This one picked up at the 20-yard line, and that's Allen again on the run, and Allen breaking a couple of tackles, getting down to the 39.
Good job by Allen to get that ball after the first bounce, not let it squirm around there. That ball was kind of knuckled, and it was spinning sideways. Almost looked like a pass or a punt coming down, and probably by design. They didn't want to kick it deep to Gallagher, which you can't blame him for that.
Here we go again. Laurel Highlands with the football, working left to right as we describe it.
You'll see if Gallagher out there. Yes, he is.
And one more score here, Steve. They score a touchdown and go up 36-0. We'd have a running clock the rest of the way.
Yep.
So Gallagher out of the gun. Man coming in motion here on the jet sweep near side. And with the run there, that's well contained by Connellsville defensively, and that one was going nowhere to Matt Lucas. In fact, Lucas losing 5 yards on the play. Lucas getting his first touch of the night.
And a little chirping going on there by Marietta to the over. He's chirping a little bit to the Mustang sideline. So we'll see what. It was really interesting there. The Falcons were playing 10 to 15 yards off the wide receivers, and if they continue to do that, you got to believe he's going to do a little pitch and catch there early. You're looking on the bottom of the screen there. Is down. Look here, number 2. That's Mickens. He's 12 yards off the ball.
Handout's going to go to Allen up the middle, and that one well read defensively by Connellsville, and Allen's going to lose 3, maybe 4. So the Mustangs look so impressive in the first half, racing off to a 30-0 lead. Their first 2 plays of the second half go backwards 8 yards.
Yeah, just not a lot of enthusiasm right now by the Mustangs, and the Falcons, give them credit. They came out ready to play in this early in this second half. Defensively, they are really flying around.
Again, Laurel Highlands has never defeated Connellsville in high school football. 3rd and 18. Rod scrambling out to the far side, throwing on the run, and has a man, Matt Lucas.
And he had the first down, Brian. He came back to the football, and he's going to be short. And there's a
injury timeout. Gallagher or Lucas, check that, needed 18, got 16, so it'll be about 4th and 2. And 2 Falcons down would have been in the Laurel Highlands backfield.
That's an odd spot. They moved it all the way back to the 45. He caught the ball about the 49.
Unless they're saying he ran back on his own.
It could have. 2 Connellsville players got tangled up. And number 67, Bloom, he's walking off the field, but one of his teammates there, and I can't get the number, Brian, to see if you can. I don't know if you can get it with your binoculars, but he's got his helmet off and he's sitting up now. That's a good sign.
So an injury stoppage brought to you by UPMC Centers for Rehab Services. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Laurel Highlands up 30-0 over Connellsville.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
That was Josh Marietta, the injured Falcon. Good to see him walking off the field under his own power. So Laurel Highlands lining up to go for it here, Steve, on 4th and 4. Maybe they'll just try to draw Connellsville off. Gallagher onto the shotgun, triple right set. No, they snap the football inside, handoff to Allen, and he stopped. So the Mustangs stopped on 4th and 4. Allen only got a yard, so Connellsville will take over on downs to the Laurel Highlands 47-yard line. How surprised were you with that, Steve?
Not really. I mean, you got a big lead, figuring you're going to chance to, put the game away. If you can get a first down, get down and get a score, you're really probably not too concerned about losing the football game at this point. So, at midfield, it was, 4th and 5. I guess it was worth a shot, but a lot of coaches would have punted if that's what you're getting at.
You've always said, though, in high school football, sometimes it's better never to punt.
Well, a punt is a dangerous thing in high school football. You got to have a kid that can catch the snap, and you got to have a kid that can make the snap. You got to have kids blocking, then you got to punt, kick it.
10:03 left here in the third. Inside handoff. David not going anywhere.
Yeah, a lot of bad things can happen on a punt in high school football, as we've seen over the years.
And no gain there. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 now for Connellsville.
Wasn't there a high school coach somewhere in Texas that never kicked?
Yes.
Yes.
I think it was pretty successful.
Yes.
About a half-yard loss on that last play. Now 2nd and 11, 10.5. Piasecki out of the shotgun. Hangs in the pocket, now steps up, looks to throw, and has a man behind the pack. That's McBride. Couldn't hang on. Could have been a big-time gainer there, Steve.
Yeah, good throw by Piasecki, just a little too long. And
bring up 3rd down.
There's a little bit of a breeze out here, Brian. I know you can't feel it in there, but it's probably going with the Falcons right now, going from right to left. And that ball just sailed a little bit on him. Now the Falcons are definitely in 4-down territory, I think, with the score 20 or 30-0.
3rd and a long 10 here for Connellsville.
And the play clock is down to 16 now, so of course the clock stopped on the incompletion.
Piasecki takes the snap. Pressure coming from everywhere, and Piasecki's going to be sacked.
Now
back in Connellsville territory right around the 46.
Now that may force a punt.
Initially hit there by Hunter Hines, who had a fumble recovery earlier. Also helping out there Brian Yorkchick, who's played a nice game.
And that's why the Mustangs able to go for it with the confidence in their defense.
Zavachin on the punt.
Flag. There's a flag, Brian, to the left. I don't know what that was for.
That's after the play, I would think. They were getting ready to snap the football on the punt when the flag came down.
The official was over there looking at the flag, and you're right, no one noticed it.
Referees getting together.
They put the ball, well, they never moved the yard marker. Still the 4th down indicator is at the 40. Actually, they just moved it a foot, a yard. It's at the 47 of the Mustangs. Illegal, the official's not giving us a signal.
They're saying up here in the press box, Steve, illegal substitution maybe.
And now that's going to take the punt team off the field. Is that going to give the Falcons a 1st down?
I don't think it's an automatic 1st down. There's still been no clear signal as to what's going on. It'd be nice if they would at least let everyone know here, Steve, what's going on. Referee's still talking about it. Maybe consulting the rule book. Personal foul against Laurel Highlands. And now they changed that rule in past seasons where it's no longer an automatic 1st down on the personal foul, just a 15-yard penalty.
Personal foul, marked up against.
And it was 4th and 18, so it's going to be about 4th and 3 now from the Laurel Highlands 39-yard line. And that was a rule change about 3 or 4 years back. So now 4th and 3 from the Mustangs 39.
The officials still look a little confused, don't they?
And now, was there another penalty there against Connellsville? What's going on now?
Yep.
They're going to mark it off again. But why walk 15 yards in one direction and 15 yards in the other direction?
Now they're going 30 yards, Brian.
Unless they marked it off on the wrong team.
Marked off against Connellsville.
And they're going to push it back to the Connellsville 31. My only thought is, Steve, they must have pointed the wrong direction on the initial penalty.
Either that or it was two for one.
But why not just walk backwards 15 yards instead of walking forward 15 and then walking backwards 30?
I don't know. Don't have an answer for that one.
Now it's 4th and 27. They're just dragging this out. Seems like for no reason right now. So they're going to have to punt now. And Zavachin standing back at the 18-yard line. That's Gallagher back at the 31. Clean snap coming back. Not a lot of pressure. Short kick. It's going to hit here at the 40. Take a Connellsville roll. No return here for the Mustangs. It'll get down to right around the 30-yard lines where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10 up 30-0. 8:36 left in the third. We're back in 30 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at C Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease to GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is for tax, title, and fees. Sale ends August 31st, 2021. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 7499-8000.
Back here, Falcon Stadium. Mustangs with the football back up 30-0. Something to add down there, Steve?
No, I was just telling Billy to give you a message that I'm getting a little static in my ear, but I can handle it.
Yeah, we switched providers. We were having some issues with our radio feed earlier. Here's a quick out. Pass complete on the near side, and a Mustang first down close to midfield. There on the run, Keandre DeShields.
Nice
17-yard gain
there. And you got to believe if the Mustangs can score here, that'll take Gallagher out of the game, you would think.
You have a continuous clock the rest of the way. Right. They rolled DeShields down at the 47-yard line of Laurel Highlands, so 1st and 10.
47-yard line, 1st and 10.
Again with 8:29 left here in the third quarter.
I think he's past the point in his career where he needs to pad his stats.
I agree. 4 wideouts, trips to the far side as Gallagher takes the snap. Pressure coming from the backside, rolls to the near side, and kind of just a little short arm throw down the field that falls incomplete, intended for Keandre DeShields right around the Connellsville 45.
You can see the Mustangs now maybe working on a little passing game just to get Gallagher, they're going to need that at some point. 8:23 left, Brian. I know you can't see the scoreboard. It's clock is stopped on the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the Laurel Highlands 47-yard line.
Nice crowd tonight. A lot of people enjoying the weather, and it's cooled down considerably. It's nice. It's very comfortable out here now.
Still haven't felt it. A quick screen far side, brought down there by Hooper, and Hooper on the run into Connellsville territory, breaking a couple of tackles and gets down to the 37-yard line. So a 16-yard gain there on the screen completion. Gallagher to Hooper, and another Laurel Highlands first down.
And a good job by Matt Lucas out there getting a block for Hooper. And the Mustangs having their receivers do a lot of blocking. And I can tell you that's an important part of the game for to have those, especially in these spread offenses, to have your receivers not only be able to catch and run with it, but they have to be able to block in today's football.
Done a nice job doing that for Laurel Highlands so far tonight. Gallagher calling his own number here inside the 35-30. Look out, Rod already a couple of touchdowns, looking for another one. Spinning forward and gets down to the 11-yard line. I think he broke about 5 or 6 tackles on the play as Rod picks up another 25 yards. And he'll have the Mustangs just outside of the 10-yard line.
I know Brian, old Rich Rodriguez, when he was coaching at West Virginia, he used to tell me all the time, he said if he couldn't find a receiver that was willing to block, he didn't want him. They have to be able to block. They all want to catch passes and run for touchdowns, but they have to block as well for their buddies, and the Mustangs are doing a heck of a job of that.
Gallagher back out of the gun, 1st and goal from the 11-yard line. Takes the snap, lobs it up, far side, single coverage, brought down for a touchdown, Keandre DeShields.
Yeah, nice play, nice pitch and catch going against a smaller Jason McBride, 5'7", and DeShields just has probably a half a foot on him and just jumps up over him. Good job by Gallagher just to throw it up in the air and let his receiver make a play.
Second TD of the night for Keandre. Rod has actually accounted for 4 touchdowns in this game. Also had 2 interceptions, 36-0 Laurel Highlands. Radcliffe trying to add the extra point to make it 37-0. Clean snap coming back. Radcliffe's kick on the way and good. So Radcliffe tacking on another extra point. Already had a field goal earlier, and it's 37-0 Laurel Highlands over Connellsville. And we're down to 7:13 left here in the third, back in 60 on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Crowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to crowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Did you take your medications this morning? Apothecary Pharmacy now offers a Puffin Bag. All your medications come in pre-sorted packs organized by the date and time you take them. From seniors to caregivers to parents whose children take medications at school to travelers, a Puffin Bag helps people know when and how to take their medicines. It's free to make the switch from bottles. Call us at 724-437-7801. That's 724-437-7801 to get started with a Puffin Bag. Ask us about free delivery.
Welcome back to Falcon Stadium here in Connellsville. Steve Suprick along with Brian Rozek. Brian's out there outside with me now. He's helping Billy with the camera a little bit as Harry Radcliffe tees it up, and he'll have the Mustangs with a lead, 37-0. Modified time now for the Mustangs, so we'll have a running clock in this rest of this second half as the Mustangs have done a fantastic job, and Radcliffe's done a great job of kicking off as well. And there's another one. It hits it high and deep down to the 8-yard line, and it's fumbled, picked up by the Falcons, and he's gathered in at about the 22-yard line. That was Giles on the return, and he fights his way out to about the 29. Brian, you back with us
Yes,
yet?
I am. I'm back.
How'd you like it out here? Nice and cool.
Yes, it is nice and cool.
Cooler out here, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And Giles brings that ball. I got tackled by a whole gang of Mustangs, and they kind of corralled him in at about the 28-yard line, maybe the 20, about 28-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
Hey, Billy, that video's off.
And we apologize, we're having some problems with our video. Billy Dice is trying to get the video going, so hopefully that'll get back. And there's a run up the middle for Connellsville. That's number 3, David. And he runs up off the right side for a first down for the Falcons. And the clock did not move there. 6:36 now and counting. You with me now, Brian?
I am here. I'm just trying to work out a couple issues. I don't know what's going on. Opening week of the season, you know how it goes sometimes.
I'll take whatever you need me to do, brother.
I'm just trying to get Billy stabilized here. I think we're back all right.
And you missed the first down by David. Nice run for the Falcons. And that's number 21. That's Malone off right tackle. Got nowhere. A host of Mustangs corral him in.
I think you're going to see a lot of those second and third teamers now, Steve.
Yep. Under 6 minutes left. 5:53 and counting. 37-0. That's right. 37-0. Laurel Highlands over Connellsville, and this is a surprising score.
Mustangs, hopefully a trend of good things to come this season for Laurel Highlands. A little run here on the near side, and 6, maybe 7-yard gain there for Xavier Malone for Connellsville.
And Brian, you wonder if that'll be the end of the night for Gallagher. He's still on the field defensively. Of course, that's probably where he's going to play in college, I would imagine, the defensive back.
Hey, you think he maybe gives Soltis some reps?
Yeah.
Here late, why not?
And of course, it doesn't really matter whether you throw or run now with the clock because it's going to run no matter what.
Another inside handoff going down here to Xavier Malone, and Malone should have another Connellsville first down. We're down to 4:47 left here in the third. We'll get a lot of running clock here the rest of the way.
That'll get us down to back home a little earlier.
First half certainly was slow, at least in the opening quarter.
It felt like it, but like you said, it only took a half an hour at real time, which is not bad.
Not at all. Again, more high school football on WMBS tomorrow. We have Fraser taking on Bishop Canavan, high noon start. So an early start for Tony Hanola and myself.
Sorry, I'll miss that.
Yes, you'll be back with me next week. Next week, it's Uniontown and Perry on Thursday, and then coming up on Friday, Laurel Highlands at Southmoreland. Again, that Laurel Highlands-Southmoreland game was originally supposed to be played at Laurel Highlands High School, and they're hoping to have that turf installed, Steve, on Monday.
Well,
you have to wonder how tough his preparation's been for the Mustangs this season without having that field turf available.
They have a grass field behind
Oh, they do, but you're not playing on your normal surface.
Right.
I'm sure that turf will look pretty nice in a couple of weeks.
That'll make laundry a little tougher for the moms.
Yes.
Right, getting all that, those pants get dirty.
There's a little pass down the middle there as Pisecki did a nice job eluding the pressure. And a completion down the field there to Zane Addis, the senior, down to the 35-yard line to move the sticks. So a little bit for the Falcon fans to cheer on here late.
Yeah, and Pisecki's not a bad-looking quarterback, Brian. He moves around pretty good. He can run. He can throw.
Just got to need that support system around you. I'm not sure if they have that right now.
Just need a couple more playmakers out there.
First and 10 now from the Laurel Highlands 35-yard line. A little juggle, then a regain, lowering the shoulder, getting down to the 33-yard line. On the run there was Xavier Malone.
You know, what's surprising is I'm looking at the depth chart, and Marietta does not play on the offensive side, which you would think, you know, as good as
they've used him as a tight end and wide receiver in the past, just hasn't gotten as many reps.
Yeah, but he's not even listed on your depth chart yet.
No, not on the depth chart. They have him as a tight end on the roster.
But it's, you know, as good as he looks defensively, you'd think you'd throw him in there.
Rod's going over to see the trainer, Steve. He might be done for the night.
And another miscue by the Falcons is number 11. That was Addis. He just lined up 5 yards too far down the field, just didn't know where he was. And again, that's just, like you said, that could be from not getting reps in, not getting a scrimmage with refs.
False starts.
And that's one thing the college teams can do and the pro teams. So they have the officials come to practice and practice that kind of stuff because, you know, those are things that, you know, that happen before the snap of the ball that just really frustrate a coach. And it's just, and the kids, you know, if you don't get to, you know, use these situations, you know, if you just go out there and practice plays and, you know, you just don't get to do it.
And the Mustangs coming across the line now with the 5 yards back.
But the actual execution of calling a play and getting everybody lined up correctly, you know, there's a lot to it, you know. Kind of like your golf swing, Brian. Everything you do before you swing the club affects what happens to the ball.
For sure. The only good news, Steve, about all this for the folks that want to get out of here, the clocks continue to move after these couple of back-to-back penalties. We're under 90 seconds left here in the third quarter. Taking the snap there. Pisecki looking for the end zone, far side on the run. Pass is a little bit overthrown, intended there for Jason McBride.
I'll tell you what, good coverage by the Mustangs. That was Lucas, but that was a nice throw over the top of Lucas and just a fraction off.
Now we have third down and 8, down to 47 seconds left. Pisecki out of the gun again. The running back to each side. Coming in motion there is Ross. And Ross gets the carry and sent down a defender and gets down to the 25-yard line.
24 on the carry, run out of bounds by Joe Chambers.
Another nice run for Connellsville, about 2 yards short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 2. With 22 seconds left in the quarter. Now 4th and 2 upcoming. Connellsville will go for it, but likely in the fourth quarter, down to 9, down to 8. And that'll just about do it. So ahead of the fourth quarter, 37-0. Laurel Highlands over Connellsville. Are back with the 4th and 60 seconds here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Have you ever felt something stick in your chest when swallowing? This can be caused by a narrowing in your esophagus from inflammation, scar tissue, or rarely a tumor. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologist, Dr. Ruthard Calabrese Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of swallowing disorders. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialist.com.
Leaf Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water. Which pays out each month.
Fayette County needs a new recorder of deeds. I'm John Marietta, and I'm your man. It's time for you to step up and do your part and vote for me on November 2nd. Recorder of Deeds of Fayette County.
I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I have to do is think of me and I have a peace of mind. I'm tired of looking around rooms thinking what I got to do, who I'm supposed to be. I don't want to be anything other than me.
Play host 724-439-9700.
Allstate monthly income term is a term life insurance policy issued by Allstate Assurance Company, Northwest Illinois, subject to availability and qualifications.
Welcome back to Connellsville. We're having a little issue with the camera again, and the Falcons trying to draw the Mustangs off on 4th and 2 as Piasecki was trying to get the Mustangs to jump. They would have none of that, and the Mustangs will get the delay of game penalty. 40, or actually the 37-yard line, as the Mustangs will take over, and I would imagine we'll see Soltis in at quarterback now for the Mustangs. I'm not, haven't seen the Mustangs haven't all come out on the field as of yet, as the officials are having a conference about something. And here comes, let's see here, who's out there for quarterback? I cannot see yet. So we'll see when they break the huddle. The Mustangs now comfortably ahead, 37-0. Clock at 11 minutes and 20 seconds left in this football game. And it is Soltis behind the center in the shotgun, has Allen to his left as a sidecar, 3 wide receivers to the left, gives it to Allen up the middle, and he just plows forward for a couple. And Allen's had a nice game. He's a shifty running back, kind of reminds you of Le'Veon Bell, the way he gets in there and shifts his feet, waits for blockers to get in front of him.
As we kind of said, Steve, where's this guy been?
Yeah, he's
over the last couple of years.
Yeah, but I like the way he runs, Brian. He doesn't. I mean, he's got the burst, but he's also very patient in the hole, and he comes out now for a breather. As I think your Mustangs are going to start. You're going to start seeing some of the younger players get a chance here. And you back with me, Brian?
I'm here. I'm still working on some internet issues with Billy. We lost our Wi-Fi here in the press box for
Soltis,
whatever reason, so apologize to the folks trying to watch the video feed.
I'll pay attention for you. Soltis, little quarterback draw, gets nowhere as he actually might have lost a yard. And the Mustangs now are still at 3rd and 7, so no gain on the play.
Got a new internet box, Steve. It worked for a couple hours and then decided just to kind of die out. So we're trying.
I know up the mountain, we've been having some issues with the internet, or Verizon and AT&T's been having some issues with some of the towers.
I mean, they said we got this new box, and they said it's the best internet box, won't have a problem, all that. And it was good for a couple hours, but.
And Soltis throws a pass. It gets hammered by Marietta, who the official kind of stared him down and looked like he was maybe going to give a flag, but did not. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Mustangs will at least get to work on their punting game a little bit as Ben Diamond will come out to, Ben Diamond will come out to punt the ball for the first time tonight for the Mustangs. And again, you always worry in the punting game, the snap, the blocking, kid catching it back there. A lot of things could go wrong. But with a 37-0 lead, it's a good time to work on it a little bit.
For sure.
Clock down to 0. They actually didn't get it off, but they let him get away with it, and the ball almost gets blocked, and it's a knuckler.
Probably good you got a chance to work on that.
Yep. And the ball's going to roll dead at the 24-yard line, so not a bad job after just barely getting that punt off.
If you missed any of the second half, we do the full game recorded. We'll have it up later in the weekend as well on the WNBS Facebook and YouTube pages. So if you missed any video along the way, we'll have it in its entirety for you later on in the weekend. But it was good while it lasted. And we're down here to 8:09 left in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
As we come back, Steve, flags down everywhere. Connellsville broke a play down to the 45-yard line, but it's coming back.
Yep, going to be holding against the Falcons.
And that kind of night for them.
Pizecki did a nice job of working his way around the pocket there, in and out, kind of stepped up in there and then was able to hit the receiver, but he was probably had too much time in there because of the hold.
Good to see Steve Crosstown for Uniontown. A little rejuvenation with their football program. They're scrimmaging California tonight. They'll take on Perry coming up on Thursday nights. That'll be their first actual game as they try to snap the longest losing streak in the state of Pennsylvania. Cedric Lloyd there for 4 years. Steve failed to pick up a win.
Coach Jeffries, I wish him the best.
Hope so as well. And a little jet sweep here and a big gain for Jason McBride as McBride gets all the way down to the Laurel Highlands 48-yard line on a 43-yard run there for McBride.
Yeah, good job by McBride to just get out to the left and get out in space. And, of course, both teams playing some different players. It's like a bat flying around in front of us, Brian. You see that up here to your left?
It get a little scary if it gets into the press box here. Down to 6:50 left in the fourth quarter. I'll recap all the scoring for you as well when this one's done. What a game for Rodney Gallagher. A couple of interceptions defensively. He's factored into 4 touchdowns in this game. Keandre DeShields a pair of scores. CJ Soltis a touchdown run.
6:29 and counting.
Harry Radcliffe even added a field goal. An incomplete pass there. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Radcliffe did a good job on the kickoffs and the extra points and field goals. You know, some of them were a little low, but he's got the leg, and his kickoffs go really high in the air. So I think a lot of those extra points are like if we get a little better placement and quicker snap, he'll be pretty good.
Yard gain there on a quick out. Bring up 3rd down and 9. Radcliffe also a member of the Laurel Highlands soccer team as well.
Wow, so he probably plays in the soccer team and then just shows up for the games.
So does Matt Lucas.
Yeah.
And Lucas actually, I mean, he's doing more than kicking for the football team, so
yeah,
a little bit tougher.
That's interesting.
There's actually a student for Uniontown, Steve, Grant Barczyk, no relation to Nick Barczyk, at least that we know of, but he's playing soccer, cross country, and football in the fall.
Why does he throw in golf? Get his clubs out and get all 4 in there. What the heck?
That's pretty impressive.
What's wrong with that kid? Is he lazy or what's the matter with him?
Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 5:22 left in regulation. 37-0. Connellsville taking a timeout. We're back in 60 here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 58th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 58 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair LLC. Proud to support local high school sports.
We come back. Connellsville hitting a big play down the field as Pisecki just airing it out, and Gabriel Jerry pulling it down.
Complete to Gabriel Jerry.
Now be spotted down to the Laurel Highlands 7-yard line. So Connellsville trying to break the shutout here late.
Yep, nice job. Good throw. Good catch. Nice diving catch.
Pulled up the 7-yard line where it's first and goal.
First and goal from the 7. Pisecki out of the gun. Zach David to his right. And David will get the carry inside the 5 down to the 3-yard line. 4-yard run there for David. Bring up second and goal. I'm sure for these Connellsville kids, it'd be nice to tack a touchdown on here late.
Yep. Give them credit. They're still grinding it out. 4:11 running clock, obviously. 16 on the play clock.
As we said, Steve, this will be the first win ever for Laurel Highlands over Connellsville. Connellsville led the all-time season series 12-0-1. And they'll get a touchdown run here from Zach David from 4 yards out. So Zach David puts Connellsville on the scoreboard for the first time in this game. The 3:51 mark of the fourth. It's 37-6.
Yeah, nice job there by David going off left tackle. And now we'll see if they can tack on the extra point.
This will be Zavachin again. Does all their kicking and punting.
Zavachin in there took the point after. I overheard it.
This is Zavachin out for the extra points. Clean snap coming back, and Zavachin puts it through the upright. So 37-7. Laurel Highlands over Connellsville. 3:51 left here in the fourth. We're back at 60 here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Event going on now at Derby's Riverside Ford Sales. The deals are hot, and so are the summer incentives. Buy a new 2021 Ford EcoSport and get 1.9% Ford credit financing for 60 months, plus a $4,000 factory trade assist incentive. Your price just $18,899 for a brand new SUV. How about 1.9% financing for 60 months, plus a $1,000 factory rebate on a new 2021 Ford F-150 Crew Cab 4x4 STX. As you know, the worldwide microchip shortage has caused a shortage in new vehicle shipping. No problem. You can place an order for any new Ford vehicle with us and be guaranteed the incentives we have today. If we don't have it in stock, you can order the vehicle just the way you want it. Derby's Riverside Ford Sales invites you to stop in and see Joey, Sammy, Jimmy, or Ashley. Derby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino.
Offer expires August 31st.
Back here at Falcon Field, 37-7 after Connellsville getting a touchdown run from Zach David. The scoring column for the first time in this game. They lining up for an onside kick, you think, here, Steve?
Well, why not? Why? You got really nothing to lose.
They're going to try it here on the far side. The Mustangs recover, and they're going to try to run it back. Inside the 30, inside the 20. And the Mustangs take this kick back down close to the 5-yard line. Was that Leland Lehue there, Steve, 11? Yes, it was.
Yeah, great job there. And that's the danger of doing that with a big lead, because now the Mustangs can play around and do whatever they want with that.
I mentioned the Mustangs taking on Southmoreland next week. Stephen, the Scotties looking pretty good tonight. They're up 40-14 over McGuffey. So that might not be a walk in the park for Laurel Highlands next Friday night.
Nope.
Good showing there for Southmoreland this evening.
And Soltis still in at quarterback for the Mustangs.
They have 7:06 left in that one. Here we have 3:40 left in regulation. And Soltis in.
Timeout, Connellsville.
We'll take one as well, back in 60. 37-7 Mustangs, 3:34 left here in the fourth. We're back in 60 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Tonight.
When you need a vaccine, look to Peach Pharmacy as a partner in your health. Peach Pharmacy has all of the COVID-19 vaccines, including boosters, at no cost to you. They also have the shingles and pneumonia vaccine. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. When you're ready, get your vaccine at Peach Pharmacy, located in downtown Connellsville. Peach Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Back here at Falcon Stadium, a lot of the folks starting to make their way out here, Steve.
Yep.
Soltis in at quarterback, takes the snap, be an inside handoff, and getting in for his first touchdown, Tristan Baker for Laurel Highlands, only a freshman. So Tristan Baker, how about that, Steve? Freshman, first game, end up scoring a touchdown.
It's going to make a kid feel pretty good.
Extends the lead now to 43-7. 3:21 left here in the fourth.
The Mustangs having a little issue here with all these other younger guys in the game. They're with the extra point. They're having trouble figuring out who's out there.
They'll actually have to play a JV game here tomorrow, Steve, since the Mustangs don't have a field.
These kids will all see each other tomorrow morning.
Yes. Radcliffe on for the extra point, on the
kick.
way and good, with no doubt about that one. So Laurel Highlands up 44-7 over Connellsville with 3:21 left here in the fourth. We're back at 60 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood has been proudly serving veterans in our area for over 71 years. The Catholic veterans are also committed to helping the youth in our community by holding the 10th annual Frank L. Musica Scholarship Golf Outing on September 18th at the Uniontown Country Club. For the last 9 years, the golf outing has awarded 30 scholarships to various students. For information on this year's outing, call on 724-437-3088 or visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Back here at Falcon Stadium, Radcliffe to kick it away one more time. Laurel Highlands on top 44-7. 3:21 left here in the fourth. A lot going on tonight, Steve. Steelers playing their final preseason game as well against the Carolina Panthers. As Radcliffe, another good kickoff into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, nice kick there.
Then we have Frazier and Bishop Canavan for you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, 12 noon kickoff. And next Friday, Uniontown at Perry down at Couple Stadium. Next Friday, Laurel Highlands at Southmoreland. Back up in this neck of the woods. Connellsville, one last crack at it here.
Yeah, this
clock will start rolling again here on the snap.
Probably be the last possession, I would think, of the game. Mustangs, with all kind of people in the game or substitutions coming in, it's just.
He have Graydon Gillot in there now at quarterback, getting his first action. And a run there across the 30 up to the 32-yard line. Good enough for a Connellsville first down, 12-yard gain. And that was Bruce Giles on that last carry.
Bruce Giles, the ball carrier.
And Giles getting 12. Looking at what's ahead for Connellsville, Steve. They'll travel to Greensburg-Salem next week, take on the Golden Lions at Offutt Field. And they'll host Norwell in their next home game in 2 weeks.
And the Mustangs only have 10 players on the field because one of the guys came out because of the helmet and no one went in to replace him, but I don't think anyone really noticed.
Now they have 11 in there. They did make a change. There's Giles again. Pulled down by the ankles and got a little help. Got 3, bring up 2nd and 7.
Yep, they did.
2:11. Yep, 2-minute mark.
2 minutes left.
We got the video stream back going again there, Steve, for the fourth quarter. Just had to reset the internet and reset the camera. Hopefully we can get some solid broadband throughout the year. If anyone has any broadband suggestions, we're all ears. Always talk about better broadband in Fayette County. Here's Gillott, nice little pass across the middle. Goes to Ethan Schultz.
Pass complete to Schultz.
Schultz taking it up there to the 47-yard line. On the second teamers getting action here with 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. A solid effort for the Mustangs. They'll start off the year at 1-0. And Steve, again, you look at this schedule, I think sets up favorably for the Mustangs. They won't play a home game until September the 24th against West Mifflin. But Southmoreland next week. Granted, the Scotties will win over McGuffey tonight, and then Brownsville and Ringgold. Laurel Highlands an opportunity here to get off to a nice start and really flex their muscles here early on in the season. They've done just that here tonight. Final minute up 44-7 over Connellsville. 2nd and 9. Gillott out of the gun. Twin receivers to each side. Takes the snap. Looks middle. Is that one scooped off the turf? The referee's going to let it go.
Yeah.
Went to Ethan Schultz.
I think he caught it, actually. Pretty good catch there.
We'll take it. 3rd down and 4.
This should be the last play of the game.
Down to 23 seconds
See if
left.
they'll let him throw one deep. Kid looks like he's a little kid, but he looks like he's got a pretty decent arm.
His brother was a heck of a baseball player and a quarterback. And Graydon's going to put it up here. Looking deep middle. That one's hauled in. Caught there by Austin Elsner for a touchdown. Good way to finish the game, Steve, with 3 seconds left. Gillott throwing his first touchdown pass.
Mustang down.
Austin Elsner on the reception.
That ball was underthrown. It kind of fluttered. It came back. 2 Mustangs kind of collided, and one of them's hurt. I don't know if you can see in the binoculars there. I can't make the number out.
Has his back down, Steve, to the turf. Hopefully that Mustang's all right. But Austin Elsner with the touchdown. Austin Elsner with the touchdown. Gary was asking for a little clarification down there on the South Union Township Sports Network. So that Mustang down. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. Now 44-13 Laurel Highlands over Connellsville. You're on the Ciaparano Group High School Sports Night.
North Union Township Supervisor Curtis Matthews, along with his fellow supervisors, wish all of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck this year. Kurt Matthews knows that dedication and teamwork are what it takes to keep moving forward, and that is exactly what Kurt has done for over 17 years in North Union Township. Kurt Matthews knows that teamwork, experience, and dedication are what it takes to keep the team together. Vote for Kurt Matthews.
Tristan McCoy was the injured Mustang. Got off the field under his own power. Now Zavachon on for the extra points. It's on the way and good. So we'll take one final timeout. 44-14. Laurel Highlands over Connellsville. We're back at 60 here on the Ciaparano Group High School Sports Night.
My name is Christian. I'm here to tell you about my youth group. Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church of Uniontown is youth group night. We have food, play games, and read from the Bible. Not to mention our other fun activities such as video game nights, horseback riding, and bowling, just to name a few. I really enjoy gathering with my friends and learning cool new things. If you're interested, you can call the church at 724-437-2709, 724-437-2709. Bring a friend and join us for a fun time in fellowship. The fun starts at 5:30.
Going on now at Sweetheart Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is CMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Loyalty or GM Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title, and fees. Sale ends August 31st, 2021. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
So one final kickoff here, Steve, as we come back with 2 seconds left, and Laurel Highlands up 44-14.
Yep, that's it. Just one kick. They got to kick it high and deep.
Vashon will send it back to the 20-yard line. Here on the return for the Mustangs, Hunter Kuzier take it across the 40 down to the 42-yard line, and that'll do it. Laurel Highlands a 44-14 win over Connellsville. Stay tuned. We're back to tell you all about it right after this in our post-game show, brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer. Working hard for the residents of South Union Township. Post-game